A month ago, we started selling the Quick 861DW hot air rework station. Jessa Jones at Mendon iPad Rehab also sells the Quick 861DW hot air rework station. And Jessa made a couple of statements where she felt, quite confidently, might I say, that she would win the competition between the two of us as to who would sell more stations. And who can blame her? She has infinite resources at her disposal. She has a bottomless water tower of gold with which to spend on inventory, marketing, advertising, infinite social network, infinite resources with which to crush anybody that dare compete with her. We're talking about someone who is going to annex their neighboring store just so that she can have another bathroom to put a gold toilet in. But, as you can see, in spite of this David and Goliath battle between our humble little office with our humble beginnings and the giant, oppressive corporate conglomerate that is iPad Rehab, we have been winning. But we would not be winning for long if Jessa's secret weapon were to arrive. You see, Jessa had been in communication with Quick since, I believe, June or July of this year, because she wanted to have the secret weapon that she would use to destroy us all. Bent nozzles. Whoever has bent nozzles controls the market. And she was going to have bent nozzles before we did, because she ordered them months before we did. So I called up my man Bill at Quick, and I said, Bill, you know how bad I'm going to look at the next patriarchal meeting if she wins, if she gets bent nozzles before I do? And he said, but she paid for them months before you did. And I said, I don't care. And then he said, but she's been talking to us months before you did. And I said, I don't care. And he said, but she ordered them months before you did. And I said, Bill, brah. And trust me, it's not a patriarchal meeting if you don't say brah in a Staten Island accent to the person that you're talking to. So I said, Bill, brah, I don't care about none of this nonsense, man. I had to take a serious tone with Bill in the middle of the Skype conversation. I had to look him straight in the eye and say, brah, are you saying that just because she placed her order first, that she should get them first? Are you saying that we live in a world where we reward people who have the foresight to establish a rapport in a relationship with someone prior to placing a large order? Are you saying simply because a company has more money to pay for those goods and services that we should award them the contract? Are you saying that we live in a world that is equitable and fair? And he said, I'm just kidding, man. We are going to put her order on hold and process yours immediately. At which point, he then sent me box upon box of bent nozzles, which are now for sale at our store first before they're available at iPad Rehab, courtesy of the patriarchy and male privilege. So let's just make sure that we're right here. If we check online and we go to MendonIPadRehab.com, do we have the supply store selling these nozzles? All right. If we go to the supply store and we scroll, we see the Quick 861 hot air rework station. We got 2 more pages to go. Do we have nozzles? Do we have nozzles? It does not look like we have nozzles. It also doesn't look like I can open a window in a new tab. Do we have nozzles? All right, so it looks like we have the Quick 861DW, which I cannot open in a new tab. Okay, unless I go over there. If we go to page 2, do we have nozzles? It don't look like we have nozzles. Let's go to page 3. Do we have nozzles? And it does not look like we have nozzles at all. But if you go over to our humble little store, over here at store.rossmangroup.com, it looks like you can get it in 120-volt AC, 220-volt AC, and you can even get a bent nozzle if you so desire by scrolling right down over here and clicking on one of the related products. Do you want an 8.4 millimeter bent nozzle? We got it here. Do you want a 6.4 millimeter bent nozzle? We have it here.